I made a quick 2-minute video yesterday showing you how S&P 500 is struggling at a critical resistance area, and I had zoomed in onto a 3-year weekly chart. I want to show you another chart which is QQQ, which is an ETF which follows Nasdaq or the tech sector. And this time I have zoomed out to a 5-year chart for you. So zooming out to a higher time frame gives you better perspective of how things are shaping up. So let's look at that chart, and I want to point out a few things to you. So in this chart, you will see that on a 5-year weekly chart, every single time QQQ has gone into overbought area, which is this area above this 70 line. I've shown 4 instances to you so far. Every time this has happened, the markets have gone into a pretty decent sized correction. And these are not pullbacks. Pullbacks are 3%, 6%, 8%. Once you enter 10% a pullback territory, that is officially called a correction. And you will see that in the first instance, back in 2020, this is before COVID crash. Obviously, this was an exceptional situation because of a major pandemic happening in the world. There was a 30% correction in the tech sector. Then the next one, which is on October 31st, so starting of September, when QQQ was overbought, and we had another correction which is 14%. Now, usually when the markets go up, like rally up like crazy, like in this case from COVID crash all the way to September without taking any breaks, that's when you actually get a correction, because things sometimes need to come back to Mother Earth. Things cannot just keep going up, up, up all the time. So when that happens, there always needs to be a reset, and that's what a correction is. It's simply a reset for things to come down to a level so a rally is sustainable. So in this case, we got a 14% correction, which is like I said, it's how usually corrections are. A 30% correction is a lot, it's huge. So 14% correction. Next one you will see in February 2021 was a 12% correction. Again, same situation. RSI kind of touched overbought area. And then finally, the mother of all corrections, which actually took us into a bear market, the bear market of 2022 happened here, right here, when QQQ reached all-time highs. And that was a 40% correction in 2022. But again, the situation is the same. RSI is overbought again, and look what happens next. So all I want to point out is what's been happening this year since January. A non-stop, ridiculous rally fueled by, you just give me any reason, fueled by taming inflation, AI bubble, whatever it is. You can retrofit that with any reason. But this rally, which has been just, markets have been going up, up, up without taking any breaks. And finally, on a weekly chart, we are at this overbought area. Now, we have been in this overbought area, and that's how RSI works. Just because you are in overbought doesn't mean that there will be a pullback or correction. When you're overbought, your antennas should go up, and be careful about probably an impending correction or a deep pullback. So when you are in overbought area like this, my recommendation is do not buy into the market at that time. Just be careful, reduce your trading volume. In this case, what happened is we stayed in this area for a long time, for almost for like 2-3 months. This whole rally right up here above this area of resistance is represented by RSI being here. And now finally, when RSI begins to drop, which you are seeing here happening below 70, is when markets are going into a pullback. And all I'm trying to point out is, obviously nobody can predict the future, but what I'm trying to point out is that if history tells us something, a sizable correction could be coming up next.